If you look at the history of the Quran and translation, many of you might not know this, but it was actually regarded as an act of apostasy to translate the Quran, right? In the early days of Islam, it was regarded as an act of apostasy to take the Quran and put it in another language. Why? Because in the Quran, Allah says, would you exchange that which is high for that which is low? And those who knew the Arabic language know that those who were adept at it at that point, they knew that taking such eloquence and putting it in any other language would lower it. Right? Hence, they felt it was actually an offense to translate the Quran because you're depriving people of a lot of it, of its meanings. Hence, and some people might say, oh, you know, why, this is quite harsh statement. How can you say that, you know, apostasy is just for translating? I rely on translation, and without translation, I wouldn't know X, Y, Z of the Quran. Well, the analogy I give them is, imagine if your father left inheritance for you, right? And he chose me, a Nigerian, as your lawyer, right? Not one advisor, but anyway, chose someone to be me as the caretaker of your will. Okay, and me as the caretaker of your will, of your father's will, I then tell you after his death, and I give you a check of 20 million pounds. That's what your father left for you. He left 20 million pounds for you. How would you feel? A lot of you will think, 20 million pounds, that's a lot of money, right? What if you found out 5 years later that he actually left 200 billion pounds, and I gave you 20 million of it? Then you think, where is that Nigerian, right? Right? You will think, how dare he do that to me, right? What did he think he just did, right? He gave me 20 million out of 200 billion, and it made me think I have something of my father's inheritance. Well, you know what? Every single translator does exactly the same thing to you, right? Every single translator takes 20 million and gives you that of the Quran, and you actually think you're reading the Quran. Right? You actually think when you read a translation of the Quran that you're accessing the Quran. No, you're accessing someone else's opinion of what the Quran is. Because the Quran actually speaks to everyone directly, and with the understanding of the language, you will come to meanings which it will continue to give. It's an never-ending gift.